Hall on the campus of DeSales University. The DeSales University Sports Network brings you Division III men's basketball. Today, the Bulldogs of DeSales University will take on the Knights of Arcadia University. DeSales comes in with a 5-0 record in the MAC Freedom Conference, while Arcadia comes in with a record of 2-3. These two ball clubs played last night at Arcadia. A very good ball game that DeSales won 75-72 on a long Mason Barnes 3 to clinch it for the Bulldogs. In that ball game yesterday, DeSales was led by a career-high 21 from Aiden Elwood, 16 from Timmy Edwards, and 15 from Mason Barnes. For Arcadia, they were led by Daquan Davis, their star, 19 points in that game. He came in averaging 28 points a game on the season, third leading scorer in all of Division III basketball. Gabe Keir had 11, 10 for Justin Money, and 13 for Jalen Watkins. But Arcadia, they are led by Daquan Davis. Davis, he is a 6'1" senior out of Roman Catholic in Philadelphia, and he can shoot the basketball. Davis, coming into the weekend, was averaging 28 points a game, which is good for third in the nation in Division III. He right now is 1,702 points in his Arcadia career. That is the all-time leading mark. He was a preseason Division III All-American. And Davis is a guy that if you're DeSales, you need to play good defense against. Now, they didn't completely shut him down yesterday, but they did a quality job defensively. It wasn't like the 36 points he had against Wilkes 2 games ago in the final game against Wilkes. But he is an individual that can really light up the scoring column. They also have Justin Money. Money, a sophomore out of Delaware. He is scoring in double figures, 12.6 points a game for Justin. And he's the 1-2 punch that goes along with Davis. Money and Davis are the MAC Freedom's leading scoring duo. They're scoring 38.2 points a ball game between them. Davis 26.2, Money 12.6 for those two. For DeSales, coming off the win yesterday, moves them to 5-0 in the MAC Freedom. And for the Bulldogs, they've had good performances by many different players this year. Timmy Edwards is leading the team, 21.2 points a game, but Aiden Elwood has had a couple of really good games of late, averaging 10.4. And then Elijah Eberly, the freshman, who was the team's second leading scorer until yesterday when Elwood overtook him, 9.4 a game for Eberly. And another side note for DeSales, head coach Scott Coval is going for win number 500 tonight, as the win yesterday was number 499. So if the Bulldogs win today, they would move to 6-0, and Coval would get his 500th win. Arcadia, along with Davis, they have a lot of other good pieces. Kerr, another one, averaging 8.2 points a game, a transfer out of Millersville. Played 30 games last year for the Marauders. They have actually a couple Millersville transfers on the roster due the Knights. And actually they have 3 of them. One, Jared Chambliss, will start at point guard for the Knights, averaging 5 a game. And both teams are going to their benches. And one final note on Daquan Davis before we get into this game. Davis will also continue his collegiate basketball career next year, as he's going to be a graduate transfer at North Texas at the Division I level, as both teams now on the court getting ready for the playing of our national anthem. And we will step aside for the playing of our national anthem, and then we'll be back with starters and the opening tip for today's game. Now for the starting lineups for both teams. Both teams using their usual starting fives. They have not differentiated from these the whole year. Now for Arcadia, first out for the Knights will be number 2, that's Gabe Keir. 6-foot junior guard out of Springfield, Virginia, 8.2 points a game. Justin Money is wearing number 15, averaging 12.6 a game, a sophomore, 6'2". Number 1 is Daquan Davis, the senior, averaging 26.2 points a game out of Philadelphia's Roman Catholic. He will wear number 1. And number 0 is Jared Chambliss, 5 a game, 2.2 boards a game. He'll wear number 0 out of Milford, New Jersey. And number 10 is Jacob Walsh, senior out of Hawkinson, Delaware. He's scoring 5.2 a game. Now the seniors for DeSales, a very familiar starting lineup. Number 2 is Mason Barnes, a 6'1" freshman out of Pottsville, Pennsylvania, 7 a game. Then Aiden Elwood, he'll wear number 3. A sophomore out of Northampton, Pennsylvania, 10.2 a game. Number 14 is Ryan Boylan, a freshman out of Easton, Pennsylvania. Boylan averaging 7.6 points a game. And then number 24 is Timmy Edwards, 21 a game, senior out of Shermanstown, Pennsylvania. And then finally, Caba Mitchell, number 30, 6'4" junior out of Reading, Pennsylvania, Berks Catholic High School, 6 a game. Here are the starting lineups for the teams. Davis, Kerr, Walsh, Money, and Chambliss for Arcadia. And for DeSales, Barnes, Elwood, Boylan, Edwards, and Mitchell. Arcadia in their black jerseys with white numbers, red piping around those white numbers, and then a burgundy stripe down the pant leg with a knight helmet on the left leg. DeSales in their home whites, blue numbers, red piping, and blue and red stripes down the leg, and a script DSU on the side of the leg. DeSales wins the tip, and they'll control first. Elwood now on the right wing, and Boylan. Straightaway Barnes thinks 3, will decide to drive instead and dish to Mitchell. He'll get into the paint, can't do anything there. And he'll kick it to Aiden Elwood with 5 on the clock. His 3 doesn't fall, and the rebound will go to Arcadia. Officials for tonight's game, Jack Longren, Chad Beswick, and Chris Bohm. Davis controls the basketball on the right wing, now into the post, and getting the basketball and not really being able to go anywhere, but putting up a shot and getting it to drop for Arcadia is number 23, who we do not have on our roster. We'll get that fixed in a second. 23 is Chambliss. So Jared Chambliss with the basket. Down low, Timmy Edwards. Boylan, now Elwood will drive, kick, Edwards puts it up and in. Timmy Edwards with the basket, his first of the game, ties the ball game up at 2. And we do have confirmation that that first bucket was by Jared Chambliss, who instead of wearing number 0 today is wearing number 23. Outside for the aforementioned Chambliss on the left wing. He has Edwards on him, stops, and kicks it back out. Kerr pulls up from 16, that'll fall. Gabe Kerr with the pull-up jumper gives Arcadia a 4-2 lead. And now Arcadia with a tempo press, but the Bulldogs break it across the half-court line to Barnes, 20 on the clock. Right wing Elwood, now straight away Boylan, and they get it to the left wing in Barnes. Barnes, Mitchell. And now 8 on the clock, and Boylan needs to get it to Elwood. Elwood with 3. I don't think they realized the time on the clock. Edwards definitely didn't, as he didn't even get a shot up. Shot clock violation, Arcadia ball. And in that possession, I don't think that the Bulldogs really recognized where the shot clock was, as it was down to 8, and they dished it out to Elwood when they really should have been thinking about going to the basket for a shot. Arcadia brings it into the forecourt in the person of Davis. Now Kerr gets a screen into the paint, pull up from 10 feet away, off the glass and good. He has 2 straight buckets, gives Arcadia their largest lead at 4, 6-2. and Barnes will bring it into the forecourt for DeSales. 17:24 to go. Right wing, Elwood. Davis out on him. Now into the paint for Mitchell. Puts up a hook shot that doesn't fall, and only black jerseys there to rebound the basketball as Davis comes away with it. Davis into the lane, kicks out for a Walsh triple. That is up and good. Jacob Walsh with the three. For Walsh, he is shooting 22% from outside. First triple of the game for either team. 8-2, Arcadia with the advantage. Outside an Elwood three, looking to match, he does. Aiden Elwood with the triple, his first of the game. And it makes it a 9-5 game. Arcadia holding 4 with the basketball. Chambliss straight away, Davis. Davis will penetrate and kick to Chambliss, who will drive by Edwards, kick it out to Money, and now Kerr from 18 feet. He gets his third straight shot to fall. He's 3 for 3, and Arcadia with a 5-point lead, 10-5 with 16:18 to go. Elwood, now Barnes to Edwards. And they reset the offense back to Elwood. And now Barnes on the left wing. High post for Edwards. Spins on Walsh. Puts it up and in. Timmy Edwards with his second field goal of the game. It makes it a 3-point deficit for DeSales. As Davis will kick to Chambliss. Thought 3. Now he'll pull it up. And he'll drop it. Arcadia's on fire. They are 6 for 6 for field goals. And we'll have a officials conference here. They signaled 2. They're calling it a 3. So both teams now back out on the court. Nobody called a timeout. It was an officials conference to determine if the basket was a 2 or a 3. And that is been decided as a 3-point bucket for Chambliss. And DeSales finds himself in their largest deficit of the game so far. They trail by 7. Arcadia has been perfect from the field, 6 for 6. DeSales 3 for 5 so far, 60%. They're coming off their last home game where they shot a program record 75% in this building. Outside Mitchell with 10 on the clock. Now Barnes gets a screen, goes to the basket, puts it up and in, and the foul. Mason Barnes with a strong move. And he'll go to the line to try to get a 3-point play the old-fashioned way and cut the deficit to 4. Barnes on the year, he's shooting from the foul line 80%. Foul shot is up and good. Converts the 3-point play, and it's 14-10 Arcadia. DeSales with light pressure this time and not really giving Arcadia any problem. Now they're going to, looks like they're possibly in a 1-3-1. Davis drives outside Kerr triple. That's long. First miss of the game for Arcadia. They're now 6 for 7 as Edwards with a head of steam. And he gets it out to Barnes. Barnes pulls it out. And DeSales will start their offense. Straight away Edwards. Now Elwood gets an Edwards screen. Drives into the paint. Puts it up and in over the outstretched Gabe Kerr. Davis into the forecourt. Left wing Money, now inside Walsh. Kicks it out. And a Chambliss 3 from the far side corner is up and good. Jared Chambliss, his second 3 of the game. He now has a game-high 8. As the transfer out of Millersville is really lighting the scoreboard up. 17-12. Arcadia with the lead. Illegal screen on Edwards. And a turnover, DeSales. Elijah Eberly will check in for DeSales for the first time, along with Darnell Vaughn. Eberly, a freshman out of Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, 6'4". He is averaging 9.4 points a game. Vaughn, a sophomore out of Wilmington, Delaware. He's averaging 7.4. And then also in the game of sophomore Will Pollock 1.2 a game, 2.6 rebounds a game. He's at a Kingsway Regional High School in New Jersey. Arcadia with possession. Chambliss now back to Davis. Davis will drive. Kick it out to Money for a wide open three. That doesn't fall. And Ryan Boylan with the carom. Now Pollock on the right wing. Davis matched up on him. Vaughn going to work on Chambliss. Pulls up from 15. That was a little short, but Pollock comes out of nowhere to get the rebound, and DeSales will have 15 on the clock on the reset. Elwood with 10. Now Pollock gets a screen and will drive. He traveled, though, on the turnaround jump attempt. And now substitutions checking in for Arcadia. Checking in is number 3. That is DeAndre Gardner-Burstein, a junior at a Bethlehem Catholic High School right here in the Lehigh Valley, not too far away from DeSales. And then number 21 is Jalen Watkins, third leading scorer on the team, 12.2 a game, and he comes off the bench. Money inside. Now they get it out for a Davis fake at a 3. Now he puts it up for 3. Can't get it to fall. Watkins fights for the offensive rebound. He gets it now outside for a Davis 3. This time he's got it. Daquan Davis with the 3, his first points of the game, and Arcadia extends to their largest lead of 8. Elwood, Eberly on the left wing. Now Vaughn. Pollock, Gardner right in his face. They kick it out to Eberly with 10 on the clock. Elijah will drive. Runner in the lane will go. Not an easy shot for Elijah Eberly to get his first points of the game. It cuts it to a 6-point deficit for DeSales. Arcadia with the lead, 20-14, 12-11 to go. Davis on the left wing looking for a Watkins screen. Instead, he'll just pass it off to Watkins as it's Money down to Watkins, but he traveled before he caught the basketball. Turnover Arcadia. Dat Lambert will come into the game for DeSales. Lambert is averaging 4.2 points a game, a junior out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. Arcadia will look at some full court pressure this time, but they will back off as just a tempo press. We'll have a stoppage, as now we'll have a conversation with Daquan Davis, as the official's not too happy. I think something that he said verbally. And then we'll have a restart on the near sideline. Lambert will inbound on the near sideline. And he'll get it into Elwood. Now Pollock. Eberly on the left wing. Lambert straight away. Now they get it out and they look inside. Eberly, a reverse layup is good. Great pass that time by Darnell Vaughn Jr. to find Eberly, and he gets the basket. Davis with a long 3. That's off back iron, doesn't fall. And the rebound by Will Pollock. Elwood. Now Vaughn gets by Gardner and doesn't get it to fall, but Lambert with the offensive rebound. Well, Pollock, nobody came out on him, so he'll pop a 3. That doesn't fall, and Dat Lambert with the offensive rebound. A third attempt for DeSales. Now Elwood into the paint. He's looking for Vaughn, and Vaughn couldn't catch it. That time maybe better served with a bounce pass, as that was a fastball from about 2 feet away. Vaughn couldn't catch it. Into the game for Arcadia's number 4, Jahan Vinson. Vinson, a sophomore out of West Philadelphia, boys Latin. He's averaging 6.2 a game. Watkins from the foul line, that'll fall. First bucket of the game for Jalen Watkins. And Arcadia extends their lead to 8, 22-16. Pollock. Lambert Now Vaughn thought about three. Now will pull up for three off the back of the iron. And the rebound by Justin Money. Money into the open floor. Will get it up to Watkins, and Eberle with the swat. Block shot for Elijah Eberle. I don't think Watkins was really expecting Eberle to come over, and he did. Now Elwood from the foul line will pull up, get it to rattle around. Vaughn with the rebound, doesn't get it to fall. It goes out of bounds off the hands of Elijah Eberle. And now back in Edwards, back in Barnes, and in is number 10, Jordan Holmquist, a sophomore out of Bangor, Pennsylvania, 6.2 a game. .9:56 to go. Arcadia with the lead, 22-16. Inside Watkins, looking to go on Eberle. And he gets blocked by Eberle, but right down to Kerr. He can't finish. Actually, check it. The shot was by Vinson. Now Holmquist thought about a pull-up three. Will kick it back out, and DeSales will get their offense started. Lambert pulls up for three. Off the rim, doesn't fall, and Watkins with the board. Kerr out to Vinson. Now back to Kerr. Crossover dribble into the lane. That shot will not drop. Looked like it would. Just kiss off the glass. But a little too strong for Kerr that time. Edwards. Now Lambert. Into the paint. Edwards gets the shot to go over the extended Watkins. And DeSales within 4, 22-18. 8:51 to go. Into the high post, Vincent. He pulls up from 6 feet away. That'll fall. DeSales in a zone, and they're just giving up that foul line extended jumper once they get it in there. Barnes looking for an Edwards screen. He gets it and he'll drive. Puts it up, puts it in. Driving layup for Mason Barnes cuts the deficit to 4 for DeSales. As Arcadia looking to get it into Vincent, they do, and it's stolen away. Outside Lambert, thought three. Instead, they'll get it down low. Edwards, and a foul. Timmy Edwards with his third basket of the game. Give him 8, and he's going to the line for one more. And it'll be a 30-second timeout for Arcadia. They lead 22-24 here on the DeSales University Sports Network. As you see here across the way, we have some cutouts. They're for individuals who donated for the Hearts on Fire campaign, the yearly DeSales Giving campaign. If you donated a certain amount, you had the opportunity to have a fan cutout placed on the far side bleachers here at DeSales. 8:08 to go in the first half. 24-22. Arcadia with the lead. And Timmy Edwards going to the line for one shot. Kaba Mitchell back in. As now the referee is having a discussion with the Albright head coach Adam Van Zelst. So that discussion over. Edwards with the basketball at the free throw line. He puts it up and in and makes it a one-point game. 24-23, the closest DeSales has gotten since the opening minutes of this first half. 8 minutes to go. Arcadia by 1. Kerr off a screen now. Davis will find Vincent for a three. That doesn't fall. Strong board collected by Mason Barnes. Now Mitchell. Holmquist on the left wing. Now into the corner for Edwards. He drives into the paint. Puts it up. Doesn't get it to fall. Gets his own rebound, and this time it will drop. And DeSales will get their first lead of the game off the basket by Edwards. 25-24. Back and forth game yesterday at Arcadia. Looks to be the same today. Outside Money. He's thinking a three. Instead, he'll drive. Kick it out to Kerr for a wide-open triple. Rattles around, doesn't fall, and the rebound by Dat Lambert. Lambert with his second rebound today. Holmquist on the left wing. Now Barnes straight away. And he'll pull up for a three, just about the spot where he hit the one yesterday. Foul inside. Davis will get held. Foul will go on Dat Lambert, only the second on the team, and the fourth in the game, both teams with 2 team fouls. As Davis and Lambert got tangled up on the rebound, and it ended up with Lambert pushing Davis to the floor. Watkins in the post, now outside, and they get it to Davis for a straightaway three. That doesn't fall. Into the game, number 33 is Ryan McGill for Arcadia, getting some early action. McGill, only 3 minutes so far this year. Pass picked away by Davis, now kicked by Barnes, and Watkins will come up with it, as that was now deflected by Barnes, and it'll lead to an open Davis in the corner. He'll drive, put a shot up, and it'll lead to the foul number 2 on Timmy Edwards. So a little bit of a cloud for DeSales early on here in the first half as Timmy Edwards picks up his second foul. He's had a terrific game so far, already 11 points. One would think he would end up spending some time on the bench. Davis's foul shot is up and good. DeQuan on the year. He is shooting 67% from the line. Edwards checks out. Elwood is in, along with coming in Christian Goulden. So a little bit of a line change for DeSales. Second foul shot upcoming for Davis. 25-25, 6:08 to go in the first half. The second shot up and no good. Elijah Eberle with the rebound. He goes 1 for 2 on that trip. Barnes, Elwood. Off the dribble handoff now to Eberle with 17 on the clock. Elwood, Eberle into the paint. Spinorama for 2. Elijah Eberle with his second basket gives DeSales their largest lead of the game at 2, 27-25. Now Davis looks for a screen, drives into the paint, and he traveled. Davis didn't like the call, but he dragged his pivot foot on the pass out, which led to the traveling call. Arcadia with the tempo press again, just trying to get DeSales to run some time off the clock as they bring it up the court. Barnes picked up his dribble in a bad spot, but gets it to Mitchell. And now Elwood and Barnes on the right wing. Davis on him. Goulden, 9 for Barnes. He's trying to get it in low to Eberle. They do. They kick it to Goulden. He pulls up for 3. That's a little long. The rebound is on the floor, and Eberle gets it. Now Mitchell, unselfish, to Goulden. Can't get it to fall. Now he gets it back, puts it up again, and we'll have a foul on the floor, as getting fouled was Elijah Eberle. A lot of contact in front. The foul will go on DeQuan Davis. That is the first on Davis. That's not a player, if you're Arcadia, you want to get into foul trouble. But it is only his first. They get it into Mitchell in the post on Chambliss. Chambliss lets Mitchell turn around, and he puts the turnaround hook up and good. DeSales by 4, 29-25, 4:43 to go. Davis slowly into the forecourt. 20 on the clock. Now Money getting a wall screen. Money with a pass on the roll, and then it's either going to be on Eberle or Mitchell. It's on Mitchell, his first. 4th on the team. No team really in foul trouble. The only player with 2 fouls is Timmy Edwards. Inbound to Walsh. Now Money. Crossover through the legs. Davis. Into the paint. Reverse. Doesn't fall. Good defense by Eberly to get in his face. Now Elwood streaking the other way. Can't get his shot to fall. The offensive rebound almost gotten by Goulden. And a good foul there if you're DeSales, because Mason Barnes stopped the fast break. And that's Barnes' first foul, so it'll be the team's fifth. Ryan Boylan back in for DeSales. Goulden goes out. And Davis slowly brings it into the forecourt. Chambliss out to Davis. Now a roll for Waltz, but he loses the basketball and then will fall onto the leg of Ryan Boylan. And be the first foul on Waltz. Just a hard luck foul on Jacob. Not really much he could do there. Barnes will bring the ball into the forecourt with 3:50 to go. 24 on the shot clock. Elwood gets a Mitchell screen. Now Barnes had an opportunity for a look at a three. Instead, they get it to Mitchell inside. Can't get it to fall. Eberly Mitchell fight for the basketball. It went off the foot of Chambliss. As both Eberly and Mitchell were going for the basketball, DeSales has really been aggressive on the offensive glass today so far. While maybe they haven't gotten offensive rebounds every time, they really shook them free. Pass thrown out to Barnes. DeSales already with 8 offensive rebounds. Now make it 9 on that dead ball rebound. Backdoor Boylan. Flying through the air, and he'll get fouled and head to the line for 2 shots. And the foul is on number 10. That is Jacob Walsh. His second, picked up 2 quick ones. 5th on Arcadia. Boylan to the line, 2 shots. First one is up and good. On the year, Boylan is 4 for 4 from the foul line. Second one also good. He's now 5 for 5. And DeSales with their largest lead at 31-25. Money will bring it into the forecourt. Now Davis on the left wing. Straightaway Kerr. Now Davis gets by Barnes, kicks it back out to Kerr, who'll drive into the paint and kick out for a money 3. That is too long. The rebound finally corralled by Elwood as Boylan tipped it to him. 3 minutes on the first half clock. DeSales holding 6 with the basketball. Elwood gets a Mitchell screen, but a pass too low for Cabot. Goes off his foot. Now Davis streaks the other way, lays it up and in for 2. Daquan Davis with the basket. For Davis, he now has 6. And Mason Barnes to Elwood. Near side corner 3 is too long. Mitchell taps it up and tips it right to Edwards. Edwards puts it up and in. Actually, check it, that was Eberly. And a timeout Arcadia. Full timeout Arcadia. DeSales with a 6-point lead, 33-27, 2:32 to go on the first half clock. DeSales University offers both on-campus and virtual tours for interested students. Schedule your tour today at www.desales.edu/visit or give admissions a call with any questions you have about applying at DeSales. That number is 1-8774-DeSales. We hope to see you on campus soon, and go Bulldogs! 2:32 to go in the first half. DeSales 33, Arcadia 27. We'll take this time to get you an update on the women's game. And right now it is all DeSales, 39-6, with 2:42 to go in the second quarter. Scoring in that ball game right now, Olivia Scotti and Michaela Reese both with 7 for DeSales. And then Julia Makowski with 4, leading Arcadia. Arcadia back out onto the court. And now they're joined by DeSales. It'll be Arcadia ball after the Eberly tip up and in gave DeSales the 33-27 lead. Arcadia will just roll it up court, walk it up. And now Money into the paint, kicks out for a Walsh three. Instead, he fakes it, gets it down low to Money, who gets rejected by Mitchell. That won't fall, and Mitchell with the rebound. Great opportunity inside for DeSales, but the defense of Caba Mitchell and Elijah Eberly rejected Arcadia's opportunity that time. Now Barnes gets a Mitchell screen outside Elwood. Now Eberly. 10 on the clock, Barnes. Money comes out to guard him now with 8. Barnes thought about a three, instead will get it in for a hook by Mitchell. That's up and good. Caba Mitchell with the basket. For Mitchell, that's his second field goal today. Gives DeSales their largest lead at 8, 35-27. Now Kerr on the left wing gets it into the post for Watkins. Watkins will pull up from 16, and that's way off. Didn't even catch the iron, and DeSales, with a minute 25 left, leads by 8. Boylan with 19 on the clock. Now Barnes straight away, looking for an Eberly screen. Boylan. Now Mitchell. Mitchell shot is up and a foul, and it seems that Daquan Davis came down awkwardly on his leg, and he'll walk off. DeAndre Gardner bursting back in, and it will be 2 shots for Mitchell. First one up, no good. And now the second one for Mitchell, 60% foul shooter on the year. That also doesn't go, so an 0 for 2 trip for Caba. Now Gardner. Kerr. Walsh to Gardner. Shoots a triple. That doesn't fall. Money tried for the putback slam, but it was ripped out of his grasp by Barnes. 42 seconds to go in the first half. DeSales possibly looking for a 2 for 1 if they go quickly. Mitchell. Elwood. Now Boylan to Barnes on the left wing. Barnes will drive with 10, kick out for an Elwood 3. It's too long. The rebound skied for and collected by Watkins, and out and running are the Knights. Money. Now Gardner Burstein, but it's stolen away by Barnes. Elwood for the finish. 7 seconds remain in the half. Now Walsh will pull up for 3. That's long, and DeSales will come down with the rebound and just throw it the length of the court by Boylan. Time expires, and at the half, it's DeSales 37, Arcadia 27. We'll take a quick break and be back with first half highlights, analysis, and out-of-town scores. Back here at halftime, DeSales and Arcadia. DeSales with the lead, 37-27. DeSales shooting 34 for 16, Arcadia 11 for 29. They started out shooting 6 for 6. Since then, they're shooting 37%, 11 for 29. DeSales 1 for 9 in the three-point category. Arcadia's got 4 for 13. They all came early. 26 rebounds for DeSales, 11 for Arcadia, but DeSales has 10 offensive rebounds. That's a big difference in this game. Second chance points. DeSales with 8, Arcadia with 3. Turnovers basically even. DeSales 6, Arcadia 5. Scoring in the first half, first for DeSales, 11 for Timmy Edwards, but he picked up 2 fouls about 8 minutes to go in the first half and then had to sit out the rest of the half, but he was having a very good first half before that happened. Then the rest of the Bulldogs scoring, 7 for Aiden Elwood, 5 for Mason Barnes, 4 for Caba Mitchell, 2 for Ryan Boylan, and 8 for Elijah Eberly. The scoring for Arcadia, 8 for Jared Chambliss, 6 for Gabe Kerr, 6 for Daquan Davis, who is back out onto the court trying to stretch out his ankle that he injured at the waning seconds of that first half, so he looks like he's going to give it a go. Then 3 for Jacob Walsh, 2 for Jalen Watkins, and Jahan Vincent also with 2. That gives you your score of 37-27 at the end of the first half. In the women's game, DeSales leading 43-8 at halftime. Leading scorer for DeSales, Michaela Reese with 9, and then 4 for Julia Mikowski for Arcadia. And we'll try to get you a couple of out-of-town scoreboard updates as we see some of the rest of the games going on in the MAC Freedom. Third week of a 5-week schedule for the MAC Freedom Conference and a championship weekend after that. As we'll first start with the men's scores, as there has been 2 games postponed tonight. FDU not playing this week. Their ball game, which would have been against Wilkes, and then Lycoming also not playing their ball game this week. Actually, they're off this week, so bye week for Lycoming. Their game not postponed. As a couple of teams have byes as they're not playing teams from the Commonwealth. DeSales is next week. They're playing Eastern in a ball game that'll be next week, but we'll get you some scores right now. Wilkes is playing Stevens. Then Arcadia, of course, here at DeSales. Delaware Valley and Albright. Widener and Lebanon Valley in the Commonwealth. Stevenson and Eastern also in the Commonwealth. So those are the men's games that are going on tonight. Right now it's Stevens 62, Wilkes 54, 5 minutes and 49 seconds to go in that game. Eastern trails Stevenson by 12, 39 seconds left in the first half down in St. David's. Albright up by 13 over Delaware Valley. That's at the end of the first half, 32-19. Messiah and Alvernia, 42 for Alvernia, 34 for Messiah. Then Lebanon Valley and Widener are tied at the end of the first half. Those are the men's scores. Now to the women's scores, as we're just about ready to get going in the second half, as just a little over 45 seconds to go. We'll get to the stats for the other games out there on the women's side. Wilkes 49-41 over Misericordia. That game already has gone final. And then a couple other games out there also being played tonight. Messiah Alvernia, that has not started yet. That will start at 8 o'clock. The other games that are going tonight on the women's side, Lebanon Valley over Widener 24-23. That game is at the end of the half. At the half, Stevenson over Eastern 41-22. And to starting the third quarter, Albright over Delaware Valley 31-25. as right here at DeSales, both teams back out onto the court. Getting ready for second half action. Davis will give it a go to start the second half, along with Money, Walsh, Kerr, and Chambliss. For DeSales, Boylan, Mitchell, Barnes, Elwood, and Edwards. And we're into second half basketball action. Arcadia with the basketball. They trail by 10, 37-27. Davis with the basketball. Now to the near side three for Chambliss. That's off back iron, doesn't fall. It's knocked around, and putting it up and in is Jacob Walsh. Walsh with the first points of the second half for either team. Makes it an 8-point game, 37-29. Barnes will drive into the paint. Dishes to Edwards, and a foul on Barnes as he ran into Jacob Walsh after he lost the basketball. Second foul on Mason Barnes. Walsh with 5 points after that layup inside. Barnes will watch as Davis slowly rolls the ball up into the forecourt. Now Kerr loses the basketball. Up ahead, Elwood. Dishes back, Edwards, foul in a basket. Timmy Edwards' second attempt at a three-point play. He converted the first one, and the foul will go on Jared Chambliss. DeSales looking to get their biggest lead of the game off this Edwards foul shot as they're up by 10, looking to push it to 11. Edwards now with 13, trying to give himself 14 on the night. Had 16 points yesterday. Foul shot off the front of the rim and doesn't fall. Had 16 yesterday, he's averaging 21.5 on the year. Second leading scorer in the MAC Freedom, the top two leading scorers in the league in action right here, Davis and Edwards. As now Davis with the basketball gets a wall screen, and now he has a mismatch on Caba Mitchell. And Davis will just lose the basketball out of bounds. And he's not too happy with that call. He said it went off the foot of Caba Mitchell. But Davis just tried to power himself inside. It looked like from our angle that he just lost the basketball. Now Edwards outside. And a hold on Davis, his second. Away from the ball. Now Boylan will inbound on the baseline. Barnes gets a Mitchell screen. Now backdoor Boylan in front. Edwards can't get it to drop. It did everything but fall. As now Davis in transition tries to go 3-on-1, and he gets it to go. Daquan Davis with the basket cuts the DeSales lead to 8, 39-31 with 18:04 to go. Now Edwards on the right wing. Mitchell straight away. Left wing for Barnes. Thought three. Pulls it out, and now the defender goes away. He'll pull up the three. And the ball will go out of bounds off of Caba Mitchell. And it will be Arcadia ball. DeSales will press lightly just to make it so that Davis doesn't roll the ball up the court. Now Barnes on Davis. Davis into the paint. Floater from 10 feet away will fall. Makes it a 6-point game, 39-33. Barnes. Edwards. Now Barnes, money on him. Gets it to Elwood at the foul line, extended, fades away. Can't get the shot to fall. Trying to shake it free was Mitchell, but money out and running. Out to Davis. Crossover dribble into the paint. Puts it up. Floater will go. And Davis with a quick start to the second half. He now has 12. 4-point game as an 8-2 run by Arcadia to start the half. Now Edwards finishes for two. 41-35, DeSales back up by 6, 16-18 to go. Edwards now with 15. And Money goes to the basket. He'll get hacked. He'll go to the line for 2. At the line, Justin Money. He is shooting 69% from the line. And 2 shots for Justin Money, 16:27 to go in the second half. Shot is up and good. Eberle back in, Lambert back in, out Mitchell, out Elwood for DeSales. And the second foul shot by Money is up, and it is good. Makes it a 4-point game, 41-37. Now Arcadia will press. Kick ball violation on Money. Keep it with DeSales, 26 on the clock. DeSales looking to get it in. They get it into Edwards. And Edwards gets it into the forecourt. Driving Boylan, he traveled. Just couldn't get his footing. And a timeout DeSales. Will be a 30-second timeout. First timeout of the half for either team. DeSales University offers both on-campus and virtual tours for interested students. Schedule your tour today at www.desales.edu/visit or give admissions a call with any questions you have about applying. That phone number is 1-8774-DeSales. We hope to see you soon on campus, and go Bulldogs. 16-17 to go in the second half. DeSales 41, Arcadia 37. Arcadia will have the basketball after a travel was called on Ryan Boylan that led DeSales head coach Scott Coval to call a timeout. Davis will slowly roll the ball into the forecourt before picking it up. Davis on the right wing. Gets a screen, now Walsh. And Davis. Straightaway 3 by Chambliss. Too long. The rebound tracked down by Timmy Edwards. And Mason Barnes will push to Eberle. Now Edwards. Lambert. Barnes looking inside to Edwards. They can't get it to him, and now they get it to Boylan on the left wing. Now out to Lambert. Edwards with 8 on the clock. He's got to go, and he does. A pull-up jumper knocked around and picked up by Daquan Davis. And Davis lost the basketball. Lambert up ahead for Edwards for 2. Timmy Edwards has 17 now. Streaking the other way is Lambert. Actually, check that. Edwards. And Davis will get fouled. Just a common foul. And the foul will go on Eberle. 2 shots for Davis. Clean up on the court. And then Davis will get 2 shots after they cleaned up the wet spot. First shot by Davis up and good. Vaughn, Elwood, and Pollock back in for DeSales. And now the second one for Davis. That foul shot is up and also good. 2 for 2 this time. 3 for 4 in the ball game. They get it into Pollock. Now to Elwood. Elwood across the timeline. And now Eberle. Pollock straight away. Gets a screen by Eberle. They get it out to Vaughn with 12. Now Elwood with 10. Lambert with 7. He takes an Eberle screen into the paint. Will pull up, doesn't get it to fall. It goes out of bounds off the hands of Daquan Davis. And it looks like Davis looked like he might have rolled his ankle again. He is hobbling around after the injury in the first half. But he's had a really good second half. 14 points now for Daquan. Elwood, he drives. Inside, doesn't get it to fall, but trying to get his own rebound. Hell ball. Possession arrow DeSales. A 20 on the clock for the Bulldogs on the reset. Lambert. Davis will come out on him. 12 on the clock. Lambert gets a screen, now kicks to Elwood. Elwood will pull up for a long 3. Rebound by Walsh. And Arcadia clears. Davis drives into the paint. Gets it blocked. Oh, big time block by Eberle. Up ahead, Pollock. He'll just weave through the defense. And Davis now signaling that he needs a sub, as it seems like he tries to pick up a foul. He doesn't. And they get very lucky there, does Arcadia, because that he left his defender wide open because he tried to foul the shooter Lambert. But instead, they'll continue. Davis with the ball. 10 on the clock. 7 now. 6. Kicks it back. Kerr drives into the paint. With 1 on the clock, he got walked under by Dat Lambert. And a substitution for Davis as he will go off on an injury substitution. Kerr 2 shots. DeAndre Gardner bursting back into the game. Kerr's first foul shot a little long and no good. And the second one by Kerr is up and good, so he goes 1 for 2. DeSales gets it in. Arcadia will press. They get it up court to Lambert. And Lambert just lets everybody fly by and will start the offense with 20. Gardner out on him. They played against each other in the Eastern Pennsylvania Conference. Actually, Gardner's sophomore year. They both were at Bethlehem Catholic together. Hook by Eberle doesn't fall. Walsh comes down with the carom. Now into the paint, losing the basketball. Who did it go off of was Kerr. Went off of Elwood. Great job to strip of the basketball by Elwood. Just went off him out of bounds, but stops a transition opportunity for Kerr. So Holmquist back in along with, as well, a foul called on Lambert along with Timmy Edwards. Foul on Lambert. His third. Team's 5th. They get it into Watkins, who's back in there. Lambert on him. Now Watkins working in the post. Gets by Lambert, then Mitchell comes over and fouls him. Foul on Caba Mitchell. That'll bring Ryan Boylan back into the game. Watkins to the line for 2 shots. On the year, he's shooting a perfect 16 for 16. That one is up and no good. His first miss of the year. The announcer's jinx works. And he'll get a second one, and he's a good foul shooter, good rotation on the basketball. The second one is also no good. A very rare trip for Watkins, as he was perfect coming in, misses his first 2 on the year. Outside Mitchell, now Edwards. 19 on the clock. Holmquist. Edwards will drive on Watkins into the paint, puts it up and in a floater in the lane. Edwards now has a game-high 19 as they get it to Money. Inside Watkins, outside DeAndre Gardner-Burstein. Can't get it to fall. Watkins tried to shake it free, but Caba Mitchell comes down with the carom. And Aiden Elwood brings it into the forecourt. Back door to Elwood for 2. Great pass high-low from Timmy Edwards. And a timeout Arcadia. DeSales has extended their lead back to 7 as Arcadia calls their first timeout of the second half. That will give us a little bit of a chance to give you an update on the women's game. It is right now at the end of the third quarter, 63-16, as Avery Jordan leading the Bulldogs with 15, and then Scarlett Glasser-Nels with 6, the leading scorer for Arcadia. DeSales trying to improve there to 6-0 in that ball game against Arcadia. Arcadia lost their first game of the year yesterday to DeSales in this building. Next week, what's upcoming for these teams? For DeSales, they will take on Eastern. Out-of-league matchup against a MAC Commonwealth team. Eastern, many, many years, they were in the MAC Freedom. But this year, they're moving over to the Commonwealth as Arcadia joins the Freedom, along with Lycoming, and that's who Arcadia will play next week. Rematch of the title game from last year in the Commonwealth, as Lycoming beat Arcadia in that game after the two teams split a pair of regular season meetings. Last year, Arcadia, they came in as the 2 seed. Lycoming was the 4, upset the 1 and the 2 seed in the tournament, and they went on to win a league championship. For DeSales, they'll play Lycoming the week after, as Lycoming hasn't played the past 2 weeks as their game 2 weeks ago was postponed. They're 2-0. They are off this week as Money brings it into the forecourt. Now Davis back in there after he was subbed out a couple of minutes ago. 14 on the clock. Chambliss gets rejected. The stuff by Mitchell. And now a foul on Davis for a block. That is the 3rd foul on Davis. Boylan to inbound. Now to Elwood. 27 on the clock. He gets it right back to Boylan. Now to Elwood. Davis matched on him. Elwood into the paint. Outside for a Holmquist 3. No, he kicks it back out to Boylan. Into the paint. Puts it up and in. Ryan Boylan with the basket makes it a 9-point game. 11 minutes to go. Davis with the basketball. Looking to drive into the paint. Stops on a dime. Puts it up and it rattles out. Rebound. Will be corralled on the floor. It's Elwood. He gets it to Mitchell. Up ahead, Holmquist for Mitchell. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots. As now we'll have a stoppage in play as Caba Mitchell lost his mask after the scramble on the floor. Mitchell 0 for 2 tonight so far from the foul line. And the shot is up and good. Makes it 50-40. DeSales with the lead. If this one goes, it will be the Bulldogs' biggest lead of the game at 11. And it does, makes it 51-40. Mitchell now has 6 after the 2 made foul shots. Gardner Burstein, now Money. Into the right wing, Davis for 3. Rattles around, doesn't fall, and Ryan Boylan with the rebound. Boylan is 4th carom of the game. He'll drive to the basket. Got his shot blocked, but a foul was called. And now Watkins a little slow to get up. He came down awkwardly after blocking the shot on Boylan. Boylan, 2 shots. First one is up, no good. Walsh, Vinson, and Kerr back in. Boylan, the second foul shot is up, also no good, but the rebound batted off and around, but finally controlled by Gabe Keir. Keir. High post, Walsh. Now Edwards on defense against Walsh. Mitchell will get called for the foul, and might get it on Edwards, but it looked like Mitchell got in there. They'll actually get it on Ryan Boylan as he scraped down and got the arm. So the foul was before Mitchell came in there and disrupted the shot. Walsh to the line, 2 shots. It's up, no good on the first. 9:56 to go, second half. Now a second shot for Walsh. On the year, he is shooting 92% from the line. Makes the second. Boylan will bring it into the forecourt after light pressure by the Knights. Left wing, Edwards. Now straight away for Holmquist. We'll have an illegal screen, and it'll be on Elwood for an arm bar as he got a little too much of Gabe Keir. Offensive foul. Arcadia ball. 25 on the clock. Davis. DeSales in an extended 2-3 as they get out of the man-for-man. Inside the pass to Vincent. He gets his shot rejected. Another big block by Kaba Mitchell. Out to Edwards. He'll finish with the slam. Timmy Edwards with 21. A game high. Davis. Davis will drive, spin in the lane. He'll get fouled. Boylan on the call, and taking a rather hard fall to the deck was Davis, but he gets up quickly. Second foul on Boylan will lead to the return of Mason Barnes. 8:59 to go. Now they'll wipe up a wet spot on the court where Davis took a tumble. Davis today, 14 points, 3 for 4 from the line. He'll go there for his 5th and 6th attempts. He's shooting 67% from the line this year. First one is up and good. That brings back Mason Barnes for Ryan Boylan. It gives Davis his 15th point of the game. He is averaging 26.2. So a little bit under his average right now. Second shot up, also good. Davis 19 yesterday. He has 16 right now. Barnes brings it into the forecourt. DeSales holding 10. Mitchell. Now Holmquist. Coming out is Arcadia to trap Holmquist, but they get it to Mitchell in the post. Now DeSales will reset. Barnes, Davis on him. Will get a Mitchell screen. Now Caba can't catch the basketball. As Davis streaking the other way, they don't find him, but they do now for a shot outside. Shot fake and a three. Daquan Davis, bingo for three. Give him 19, and it's now a 7-point game. Edwards on the right wing. Now Holmquist straight away, left wing for Elwood. Barnes, Holmquist. Edwards from the foul line. Spins into the paint. Flying hook doesn't go. Now Edwards again. Good defense by Arcadia, but another DeSales rebound. And Edwards might have taken a little bit of a hit to the hand after that shot. Barnes put it up and in for two. Edwards will check out holding his hand. Hopefully he can return. It looked like he kind of just got whacked in the hand. Down low. Visson, he gets fouled. Eberly will get called. Holmquist will pick up the foul. 10th of the half, so that will be two shots regardless after this point. 30-second timeout, DeSales. Here on the DeSales University Sports Network. We'll get you one more update from the women's game, Arcadia and DeSales. With 4:21 to go in that ball game, it's DeSales 67, Arcadia 25. Taylor Fritz leads Arcadia with 8. 15 for Avery Jordan. And right here at DeSales, it's DeSales 55, Arcadia 46. 7:41 to go in the second half. Justin Money will check back in for Arcadia. Money so far today, 2 points. Was in double figures yesterday. Averages 12 on the year. At the line is Vinson, and his first foul shot's up and good. For Jahan, 6.2 points a game. He is 53.3% from the line. Second one is also up and good. He's 2 for 2, makes it a 7-point game. Elwood looking to get it in. He gets it into Holmquist. He gets it right back to him. Now Barnes at midcourt loses the basketball. Now it's on the floor again. And it's a volleyball match breaks out. And DeSales will lose possession of the basketball after the hot potato went out of bounds. Down low, Visson. He puts it up and in for two. Gets around Holmquist for the bucket. 5-point game, the closest that Arcadia has been in a while, since it was 43-40. Barnes. Keir on him. Now down low, Eberly for two. Slipped the screen perfectly on the pass by Barnes. Freshman to freshman, high-low. 57-50. 6:49 to go. Inside Vincent. Vincent can't get his shot to fall. The rebound by Caba Mitchell. And Barnes will look to slow things down for the Bulldogs. Elwood on the left wing. Davis out on him. Now Barnes will drive, kick, left wing three by Holmquist is a little short. And now streaking the other way is Keir. Gets his shot blocked, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog ball. Back in Ryan Boylan, and out is Johan Vinson. Darnell Vaughn will come back in for DeSales. He'll replace Caba Mitchell. 6:17 to go in the second. Barnes will bring it into the forecourt. Now Eberly on the left wing. Boylan Davis on him. Now to Elwood. He'll work on Keir. Outside Vaughn. Thought 3. Instead will drive with 3 on the clock. Eberle has to put it up. He does. It rattles around, doesn't go. Knocked around by Boylan as he almost went over the top of Davis. Now streaking the other way, Money. Wave off the shot. Foul before it. And a foul on Eberle will be a 2-shot foul. Justin Money will head to the line. He has his only 2 points from the line. He is a 69% foul shooter, 2 for 2 today. Money's first foul shot is up and good. He's now 3 for 3 on the day, making it a 6-point game. And Money, the second foul shot, is up and good. Boylan will trigger, and they'll get it into Barnes. And Barnes will walk it up the length of the floor into the forecourt with 5:33 to go. Eberle on the right wing. Now outside Elwood straight away. Boylan on the right wing. They're looking for Eberle down low. Now from the foul line, Vaughn. Thought about a shot, instead will drive. Kicks it out for a Barnes 3. Up and good. Mason Barnes with the triple. Barnes on the year. He is shooting 45% from downtown. Had a big 3 yesterday that almost sealed it for DeSales. They had to hit a couple of foul shots afterwards. Davis, runner in the lane. It'll drop. That is why Daquan Davis is averaging 26 points a game. That is not an easy shot. He now has 21. Up to Boylan. Now Vaughn. Out to Barnes. And now Eberle on the right wing. 4:40 to go. Boylan, right wing, looking for Eberle down low. 6 on the clock. Barnes has to get something going. They can't find Vaughn. The ball out of bounds. Kick ball, though. It stays with DeSales. 15 on the clock. And 15 will be reset on the shot clock, and Arcadia not happy with that call. They'll actually put 20 on the clock, as that rule changed a couple of years ago. Used to be 15, now it's 20 on a kick ball violation. Edwards will check back in. Good to see him back in the game. And Boylan will inbound. Gets it out to Eberle. Now Barnes. Down low. Eberle with the pass from Edwards. DeSales by 8. 62-54. 4:10 to go. Outside Vincent. He'll find Walsh. They kick it out for Money. Money, cross-court pass to Keir. Keir drives back to Money. Money will try for the wide-open 3, and that will not fall. Off the front of the iron, Elijah Eberle comes down with the board. For Eberle, that's his 5th rebound today. And now Boylan will work on Keir. Eberle out to Elwood. Davis on him. Now to Boylan. Straight away. Eberle looking down low for Edwards. They're really trying to get it in low to Timmy. They can't, though. As now Boylan will drive to the basket. Ryan Boylan as the shot clock expires, but Eberle puts it up and in on the putback. He's had 2 of those today, and DeSales has been very active on the offensive glass. It's their 15th offensive rebound. And on putback points, they now have 12. Davis can't get it to drop. He puts it back up in and a foul. Daquan Davis heading to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Timeout Arcadia. And with 3:05 to go, it's a full timeout for the Knights. 64-56 DeSales leads. And Daquan Davis heading to the line for the Knights. He now has 23 points. Trying to make it 24. He averages 26 on the year. So far today, Arcadia, they're shooting 38% from the field. DeSales 46%. DeSales from the line 54%. They need to improve that number. But Arcadia is shooting a good 72%. Arcadia, 26% from beyond the arc, 5 for 19, one three-pointer in the second half. DeSales, 15%, as they really have had some struggles behind the line, one three-pointer in each half. They're 2 for 13. The foul situation, DeSales is in the bonus, and then Arcadia needs 5 fouls to get into the bonus. They check that. To get into the 1-on-1s, they would be 2. They're 2 away. 3:05 to go. 64-56. DeSales with the lead. Daquan Davis trying to cut the deficit to 8 for Arcadia. Davis at the line, 1 shot on the year, 67% foul shooter. He's 3 for 4 today. Davis. The first shot is up, and it is true. Converts the three-point play, makes it a 8-point game. And now they get it into Edwards. Now Barnes as they get it into the forecourt. DeSales leads by 7, 64-57. As Edwards to the basket, puts it up and in. Not an easy move. Timmy Edwards gets fouled by Daquan Davis. Now actually check that. It's going to be Chambliss who's back into the game. Edwards in the line for 1 shot, trying to convert his third three-point play today. Up and good. Give Edwards 24. He's tied for the leading scorer in the game with Davis. And DeSales back up by 10. Watkins, now Chambliss. 26 on the clock. Davis. DeSales in the zone. 2-3. Offensive foul, illegal screen on Jacob Walsh. Didn't get set on the screen. And there'll be a warning on Daquan Davis. And now DeSales will get it in. Barnes into the forecourt with 24 on the clock. 2:22 to go in the game. DeSales holding 10, 67-57. They're trying to get it into Edwards. They do in the high post. He gets a screen. Now Edwards to the basket for 2. Timmy Edwards with 26. And we will have a technical foul, it looks like. Let's see what the call is. Technical foul on Daquan Davis. You could kind of see it coming as Davis went back to complain to the referee after the warning was issued on him just probably 20 seconds ago. And it'll be a technical foul on Daquan Davis. Barnes is the line for the technical foul shots. Misses the first shot. DeSales will get the ball back. As at the D3 level, they're still playing by the old rule. And that's 5 fouls on Davis, so he's done. And Barnes misses both of them. Davis is fouled out on the technical foul. So Daquan Davis is done. He'll end his night with a big 24 points on 2 for 5 from outside, 8 for 16 overall, 6 for 7 for the foul line, 5 boards, 2 assists, but he's fouled out on that technical foul. 2 minutes to go. Gardner Burstein. Now Chambliss with a 3. That's long. And Barnes kicked it over to Boylan. And DeSales with the basketball. They're holding 12. Barnes, crossover dribble, Cure on him. He'll drive to the bucket. Put it up and in for 2. Mason Barnes got just a little bit of a step and was able to finish over Cure. Now Vincent the other way. He's fouled. Barnes just came out and grabbed him and knocked him to the deck. So DeSales over the limit. Either way, it would have been a 2-shot foul. And Vincent will go to the line for 2. His first shot is up and good. Vincent coming in 53% foul shooter for Jahan. Second one is also good. And now Boylan will inbound. Barnes gets it knocked away. They have to get it up court in a hurry. Now almost losing it is Elwood, but the Bulldogs get it into the forecourt with 1:22, holding 12. Now Edwards. Barnes on the left wing. Mitchell. Edwards will drive from the foul line. Dishes to Mitchell, but that pass is stepped in front by Vincent. And now going the other way is Kier. He'll put it up and in for 2. Basket and a foul. They'll get Aiden Elwood on the foul, and Scott Coval wants a timeout. 57 seconds remaining in this one. DeSales with the lead, 71-61. Going to the line will be Gabe Kier after this timeout. He has 1 shot on it and 1 opportunity. So to break the game down for you so far, leading scorer for Arcadia, Daquan Davis, he is fouled out with 24 points off of a technical foul that occurred about 2 minutes ago. But he left the game with 24 points. DeSales is led by Timmy Edwards with 26. He's averaging 21 on the year. The next highest scorer for the Knights is Gabe Kerr with 9. DeSales also in double figures, Eberly and Barnes. Both teams back out onto the court. As DeSales still in their huddle. For Eberly, he is tied a career high, 14 points. He did that against FDU Florham. That ball game against FDU last Saturday, the 104-54 win for DeSales. Kier, the foul shot is up and good, makes it a 9-point game, 71-62. And now we might start the fouling game here as Arcadia needs possessions, and they need them in a hurry. Mitchell, and they'll foul Caba Mitchell. Walsh will get called for the foul, and if you're Arcadia, that was probably your best option, as Mitchell coming in a 57% foul shooter. He's 2 for 4 today. 51 seconds on the game clock. Mitchell the line for 2 shots. Correction, that was a 1-and-1. They originally signaled 2 shots. But it was only the 8th team foul, so it would have to be a 1-and-1. Mitchell made the first. And now the second shot for Mitchell is up, and it is also good. He converts 2 for 2 from the line, makes an 11-point game, 73-62, with 48 seconds to go and the clock running. Kier to Gardner Burstein. Now to Chambliss. Down low, Walsh. He's looking to go on Edwards. Walsh, nice move there. Puts it up and in. Just a turnaround hook for Jacob Walsh. He's had a good ball game for Arcadia. He has 8. Now Boylan, they need to get it across. They do. Barnes will get fouled. See who they call it on, either Gardner Burstein or Chambliss. They'll call it on Chambliss. 1-and-1. Sends Mason Barnes to the line. Barnes with 12 already tonight, looking to add to that total. Has been to the line 3 times. He's 2 for 3. It should be 9. It should be 9 team fouls. They put 10 on the board. It should be 9. But it seems that there was an error with the book as Barnes misses the first foul shot. They have that sorted out. The numbers that we have here is 9. But they deem that it was 10. Barnes' second foul shot is up and good, makes it a 10-point game, 74-64. 25 seconds to go, shot clock unplugged. Going to the basket, Kier, and he'll finish. We'll have a timeout, or an official's timeout. So we'll see what they're discussing here. Put 19.4 back on the clock as it ran an extra 1.2 seconds before it stopped after the made field goal. Barnes. He'll get fouled. Kier. And the clock is running again. We'll have to fix that. And they will. 10th team foul. So they're over the limit. Barnes in the line for 2 more. 13.5 to go. Well, they now reset it to 17.7, what it was before the clock ran. Barnes is the line for 2 times. Makes the first. He now has 13. And now the second one is also up and good. So he now has 15, ties the career high for Mason Barnes. Did that yesterday against Arcadia. Full timeout, DeSales, 17.7 seconds to go. We'll give you an update from the women's ball game again as that ball game has gone final. It's DeSales 74, Arcadia 27 in that game. Avery Jordan had 15 to lead the Bulldogs, and Taylor Fritz had 8 to lead Arcadia. Next week for those teams, DeSales will be in action against Eastern, and Arcadia will have Lycoming. Should be 2 good games for both of those squads. Lycoming, the women also haven't played in a couple weeks, just like the men. They only played their first game of the year, so they're 1-0. The men are 2-0, both not playing since the first weekend of the season. They're off this week, didn't play last week because their games were postponed. So they will take on Arcadia next week. DeSales, of course, has Eastern, who's taking on Stevenson today. They lost their ball game against Stevenson. Arcadia back out on the floor. And now DeSales will join them with 17.7 to go. Arcadia with the basketball, bursting to inbound. And Kier brings it into the forecourt. DeAndre Gardner bursting into the basket, puts it up and in, 6.9 to go. Timeout, Arcadia. That's a full timeout. So it's 6.9 to go. It's DeSales leading by 8. Arcadia will foul again on the inbounds play to try to get the ball back as they trail by 8 with 6.7 seconds to go. Timmy Edwards with 26. Barnes with 15 for the Bulldogs, along with Elijah Eberle with 14. Those are the double figures scorers for DeSales. 14 points for Gabe Kier, and then 24 for Daquan Davis, who fouled out at about the 3-minute mark of this game. He has 24. $6.9 to go. DeSales will inbound. Boylan will inbound from the baseline. He is allowed to run the baseline. He will get it into Mason Barnes. Barnes will get hacked, and he'll head to the line for 2 shots. Foul will go on Chambliss. That's his 4th. Not really going to matter right now with 5.3 seconds to go. As Barnes will head for the line for 2 shots. He already has 15. He's 4 for 7 from the line today. Barnes. First shot is up and good, and he now has a career-high 16. As he did that yesterday, he set his career high at 15. Today he gets 1 more point. Make it 16, now make it 17. Barnes converts both. It's 78-68, and the clock will run down, but not before that a Vincent 3 that goes at the buzzer. But DeSales victorious, 78-71. It will be head coach Scott Coval's 500th victory at DeSales. As he needed 6 coming into the season, he got his 500th victory right here on the court at Bolero Hall. And the graduate of William & Mary, who's had a very successful career here at DeSales, wins his 500th game. The final score, DeSales 78 and Arcadia 71, as they'll give Coach Coval the basketball. And that will be win number 500. They'll take a couple of photographs as it was a good win for DeSales today. They trailed early by 8, but they would come back to win by 7. We'll get you some of those numbers in just a second as DeSales wins this one 78-71. And we'll get you the scoring in the ball game right now. The scoring for DeSales: 26 points for Timmy Edwards, 9 for Aiden Elwood, 8 for Caba Mitchell, 17 for Mason Barnes, 4 for Ryan Boylan, 14 for Elijah Everly, for a total of 78. For Arcadia, 24 points for Daquan Davis, 12 points for Gabe Keir, 8 points for Jacob Walsh. Justin Money had 4. Jalen Watkins had 2. DeAndre Gardner-Burstein had 2. Jahan Vincent had 11. And then 8 for Jared Chambliss, the scorer in the game. Arcadia shot 43% from the field, 28% from behind the three-point arc, and 77% from the foul line. They turned the ball over 10 times. They had 9 assists, 25 rebounds. DeSales, 49% from the field, 15% from behind the arc, 63% from the line. They had 43 rebounds, 14 assists, 5 steals, 6 blocks. And of those 6 blocks, there were 3 of them by Mitchell, 3 of them by Eberle. And then 12 turnovers for DeSales. In the game, they had 15 offensive rebounds was the difference because of the second chance points. DeSales had 12. Arcadia had 8. And then DeSales also had the 14 assists to the Arcadia 9 assists. They out-rebounded Arcadia 43-25. The final score from Bolero Hall is 78-71. This has been a production of the DeSales University Sports Network. Good night, everybody.